So we are live now. Let me just share the link. Let me just share the link with the fellow students, and then we are good to go. Mhm. Mm.
Yeah, is it the same link that you had sent
Yes,
me in the
yes. Wait. Yes, yes. That is the same link. That is the same link. But just I need to check that whether we are live. We are live on YouTube, right? We are live on YouTube. ठीक है चलो तो already we have 2 people are joining us. So okay, so let me just share this in the Telegram group as well
Sure.
so that people can join in. Okay.
Hello? Hello?
We are live. We are live. ठीक है. Okay. So looks good. ठीक है. तो ठीक है. Good evening all of you. Good evening Supriya. You have just joined us. Right. So I hope we are audible and we are visible. Right. Okay, fine. So, good evening, all of you. So, as again, we have a very special guest with us. That is Ayushmaan sir. He has
Hey,
joined
hi,
us,
hi everybody.
and today we'll be having a very, you can say, a chilled session with him, and we'll be talking about the importance of attitude and importance of not only attitude to crack any competitive exam, but also we'll be discussing about his life. And many students have asked me ki sir backup MBA ke liye after UPSC, is it a necessary backup, right? So MBA, what are the prospects and what are the challenges, and especially doing it from IIM, right? How does that benefit it? तो ये सारी कुछ हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे, right? So first and foremost, good evening Ayushman, and I welcome you to the PSIR club community,
Hi,
right?
thanks,
And
thanks, Sumit.
so let us start off with this particular session. And first and foremost, I want to talk about the thing called as uh, aptitude, right? Reasoning and aptitude if I talk about, so what is the you can say basic importance of an of developing this skill called as solving quick aptitude problems.
Yeah, see, if I think about your question, so like the name suggests, aptitude simply means somebody's temperament in one way or other, little indirectly.
Hmm.
So, like if you're given various questions, now the only way to measure it is via questions.
Hmm.
The human society has not yet come up with a great way
Hmm.
to understand this thing.
Hmm.
So we do it with some basic questions, largely arithmetic, some geometry,
Hmm.
figures, this,
Hmm.
that. So it essentially is just key, how much do you understand things? Will
Hmm.
you be able to work a few things? See, everything works on commerce, right?
Hmm.
There's profit, loss,
Hmm.
blah, blah,
Hmm.
blah. You do UPSC, you go wherever you want to go, any
All the
field.
exams,
You need to work with money,
money. Hmm.
right? You at least need to know ki, am I in profit, am I in loss?
Hmm.
If I have, like, suppose I have 100 rupees and I have to
Hmm.
give it to 10 people,
Hmm.
how much do I need to give to everybody,
Buddy, right.
right? So the very basic things, and this is what is aptitude,
Hmm.
nothing else.
This is what is aptitude, right? And the importance in exams, especially in exams like a CAT, in GMAT, where they ask a lot of tough questions, right? So what is your take on
Yes,
that?
see, what I would always say is,
Hmm.
questions are never tough.
Hmm. Questions are ever tough.
No question is ever tough.
Hmm.
The tough
Hmm.
part is just
Hmm.
like we have to solve it in a given time.
Time.
That
Hmm.
is the challenging part.
That is a challenging part. So how do we develop good skills like this कि जल्दी से question solve हो रहा है and मतलब right, you have
मतलब
to score a
इसके लिए
lot
ना,
of
like
percentile
very
to get
very
into.
frankly,
Hmm.
the actual answer is the age old answer, practice.
Practice is the
और
key.
और
Hmm.
कोई आंसर नहीं है इसका.
और कोई आंसर नहीं है.
मतलब
Hmm.
you can go through
Hmm.
hundreds of tricks, you can do
Hmm.
everything,
Hmm.
but जैसे मान लो, okay, somebody is taking anybody's class, okay,
Hmm.
and they teach them tricks.
Hmm.
If you don't do enough questions,
Hmm.
you will forget the trick.
You will forget the trick. Right.
एग्जाम में काम आएगा ही नहीं.
Hmm. तो practicing is the key. A lot of question. जितना आप ज़्यादा question practice करोगे,
Correct,
उतना
correct.
ही वो है, right?
And the
Right.
second most
Hmm.
important part is that your calculation speed should be very good.
Calculation speed should be very good.
Because उससे फायदा क्या होता है, like for example, you have forgotten the trick, okay,
Hmm.
it happens every time with
Hmm.
everybody.
Hmm.
So at least you can solve it with the traditional method and you'll be able to do it fast.
Yes. तो आप एटलीस्ट तेज से कर सकते होगे, एट बेसिक मेथड से आप एट द एंड ऑफ द डे क्वेश्चन के आंसर्स
मतलब
तक तो
आप
पहुंच
टाइम
जाओगे.
फ्रेम में सॉल्व कर पाओगे.
उस माइंड फ्रेम में आप लोग सॉल्व कर पाओगे. राइट, तो ये चीज़ तो है, यस। एंड जैसे कि यू हैड सॉल्व्ड क्वेश्चंस, आई वाज वाचिंग दोज वीडियोस दैट देयर वर कैलकुलेशंस कमिंग अप, बट समहाउ यू मैनेज टू गेट इट कि यार आंसर क्या हो सकता है, अब इतना लंबा कैलकुलेशन आ गया, वो मन नहीं कर रहा करने का,
वो
राइट।
मेरा
तो
मन नहीं कर रहा करने
हाँ,
का।
वो मेरा क्या, किसी का भी मन नहीं कर रहा करने का, राइट। तो ये
दैट्स
चीज़
ट्रू।
बहुत सही है, राइट, ये चीज़ बहुत सही है। एप्टीट्यूड इज डेफिनेटली, दैट इज वाई आप लोग देखोगे इन ऑल द कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स, एप्टीट्यूड इज अ पार्ट ऑफ इट, राइट,
See,
एप्टीट्यूड।
and the best part about
हम्म
competitive exams, if I have
हम्म
to say, is
हम्म
usme they give you answers, they give you
हम्म
options. Like answer
ऑप्शंस।
has to be one of them.
हम्म
What can be easier?
व्हाट कैन बी, आंसर सबके सामने है, दैट इज व्हाई आई से
Answer सामने है।
प्री में एमसीक्यू में आंसर इज इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, सिर्फ चुनना है आपको।
Correct.
हाँ, एटलीस्ट इन सब्जेक्टिव में तो पूरा पूरा सॉल्व करना पड़ता है, राइट, ये
हाँ,
तो है, ये तो है, राइट। सो दिस वाज अबाउट एप्टीट्यूड, राइट, एंड yes, you all know that he is starting off with the course very soon from 27th, right, and the demos videos are out with that. Now I want to come off with a very very important and a very, you can say, unique topic, that many people who want to switch fields, right, and they want to enter into the field of management, they want to enter into the field of finance. So how is an MBA a very good option for especially those of you who are not able to get through UPSC? अब कुछ ना कुछ तो करेंगे ना, right? So many students often ask कि सर MBA कर ले क्या, तो बताओ MBA कर ले क्या सर?
yeah. See, okay, I'll tell you. I'll give
What
you a
is
few
your
examples.
experience from IIM Lucknow? Right, for those of you who don't know, he is a MBA graduate from IIM Lucknow, right?
See, according to me, switching fields is no big task.
Is no big
It's
task.
it's very valid. I mean, see, most of us don't really know in class 10th or 12th that what do we actually want to do. Like I did engineering because I had science in 12th. Right, that was a straight ticket. गाड़ी चल रही है, चलने दो. Let's see. Then when I got into BTech, I did my engineering. I was like, कि नहीं, maybe I wanted to go somewhere else. That is when I switched to management.
Management.
So according to me, switching fields is no big task. I
No
mean,
big
if
task.
you are sure you don't want it, switch.
नहीं नहीं, द क्वेश्चन इज कि यार सर आई एम
So
ऑलरेडी इनटू
right. So
26
coming to
27
that,
के बाद।
of
हाँ
course, of course.
हाँ।
So coming to that, see, MBA की कोई age नहीं होती, very frankly. So it's not a problem if you're getting in early, late. Age is again not a concern. Now the question is, if not UPSC, then maybe MBA. So I'll tell you, in my batch, right, there are a lot of students. So I'll take up two specific examples. One example is, I had a friend who was a BTech from NIT. Then he worked for like 10 odd months. Then he was in MBA with me. Right. Then he again got a placement of roughly 25 odd lakhs. Then after a few months, he didn't like the job. He switched and now he has already cracked UPSC.
ओके, अब वो
Right.
वापस
So people
यूपीएससी में
switch
चला गया।
from BTech to MBA to
टू
UPSC.
यूपीएससी, हाँ,
Now,
a great example is Gaurav Agarwal. He was from IIT कानपुर and I am Lucknow, right?
yes,
शायद जिस साल आई थिंक यू आर इन कॉलेज, उसी साल ही शायद उसने आई थिंक 15 या
वो
समथिंग
pass out हो गए थे उस
पास
साल.
आउट हो गए थे, बट उस साल ही उन्होंने यूपीएससी निकाला था, राइट?
right,
हाँ,
right, right.
सो व्हाट इज द
Then
एडवांटेज, मतलब अगर अगर कोई जाना चाहे एमबीए में तो क्या उसे, मतलब व्हाट इज द बिग एडवांटेज दैट ही गेट्स, मतलब अगर उसे स्विच करनी है फील्ड तो क्या ऐसा है इसमें दैट ही शुड बी रियली अप फॉर दिस, मतलब
नहीं switch मतलब MBA से
ना
UPSC में
ना ना
UPSC.
इन द यूपीएससी से एमबीए में जाना है।
See, तो वो second example मेरा वही था. Again, I have a very good friend. He is BSc Physics from IIT Madras. Then he prepared for 2.5 years for UPSC. And he reached interview round every time, but he was not able to crack it. वो convert नहीं हुआ. And then he came to IIM Lucknow. He was again in our batch. And I can assure you, he was among the brightest in the lot. ठीक है. And then he's currently working with McKinsey. He's in a consulting domain.
कंसल्टेंसी डोमेन, राइट।
So see, UPSC करके MBA में बहुत बड़ा फायदा ये है कि while you're preparing for UPSC, you have vast knowledge of everything. Because UPSC asks for literally everything under the sun. Right? So, and if you have that kind of knowledge, you can go anywhere.
You can
What's
go
the harm?
तो MBA के बेसिकली इट इज यानी गुड फील्ड। वैसे भी आई हैव हर्ड दिस दैट व्हाटएवर वी स्टडी इन MBA वो यूपीएससी का ऑलमोस्ट कहीं ना कहीं पार्ट होता है, इकोनॉमिक्स हो गया,
Definitely,
फाइनेंस हो गया,
definitely.
राइट? सो
Plus, see, the point is UPSC के बाद आपको already you have a lot of knowledge. You have working knowledge of a lot of things.
थिंग्स पूरा इंडिया ही
So,
जानते हैं।
yeah, so a few people even after MBA, they go for postgrad and then become professors and all.
अच्छा,
So economics का field आपके लिए पूरा everything is open, right?
एवरीथिंग, एवरी फील्ड इज जनरली ओपन,
Every field is open. That's not a problem at all. And everything is a great field.
एवरीथिंग इज अ गुड फील्ड, राइट?
See, if I have to specifically say MTech or MS, so there you get a little bit of restrictions. कि आपका पिछला इंजीनियरिंग ऐसा होना चाहिए. There should be something like that,
Definitely.
right? So, but for MBA, there is no prerequisite,
No prerequisite.
and they value variety. To be very honest,
They value variety. Yes, the
they
people.
want. I mean, among the maximum variety that they can get, and they give extra points for that.
For also. Yes, yes. If you are from science background, if you are from humanities,
Right.
Right.
And even in the placements in the companies, they want variety.
they want variety.
Every company wants variety.
Different people, different people. Right. So MBA is a good option. And generally, what are the salary packages can one expect if one cracks a good top, you can say top A class college? So generally, क्या ये myth होता है कि हर किसी का 25-30 लाख का 50 लाख का लगता है क्या मतलब? What is this?
Yet see, of course, variety तो होती है. Right? Everybody cannot get everything. But on an average, you can easily expect about 18, 20, 23.
का वहाँ से MBA package लगता है.
This is domestic. Few get international packages as well.
International by. Okay. So the next question is that why did you switch from a well-paying MBA wali job to EdTech? Right. What is why did this attract you so much?
Yeah. So see, very frankly, the place that I'm from, I mean my hometown, it's not that great in terms of the educational exposure that is there. Right. And so I'm actually from the hills. So somewhere or the other, I wanted to come back to the hills as well. There were two factors. And both of them, somewhere or the other, pulled me back.
So that is why you are into this field. And that also adds, I feel, a bit of social angle to it. That at the end of the day...
There's only social angle. So it's not that I'm not doing it for money, to be very frank. Right? Of course, I need money for sustenance and everything. So it's a mix of everything.
That your hometown.
I have a good lifestyle. I can have sunrise, sunset, hills, chilly winds, everything.
Definitely. For those of you who don't know, he is. For those of you who don't know, generally people where he lives visit places for just chilling out and maybe perhaps for a trip. Right.
Correct.
So this is your scene of an MBA, right? And do we find such examples that people after MBA, you can say later on they again I was reading somewhere that they again go for an MBA from an international. The point is India से MBA करें या बाहर से MBA करें, जैसे Wharton या इसका what is that this?
यार इसमें
Basically
so
GMAT
the
या
point
CAT.
is that the point is that a lot of people do that. Right. So okay, the thinking behind that is, suppose you're already an MBA from India, right? You are working somewhere. Now you want to get another boost to your career. You want to work in US or somewhere outside. So वहाँ पे directly you do not get a work visa or something. So what people do, they go for another MBA from such colleges and then try and settle there.
अच्छा, to get a work visa
Because
easily.
बाहर के colleges का Indian work में इतना preference नहीं है.
नहीं होता. तो वो ये दिखाएंगे कि वर्क वीजा भी यहीं स्टडी वीजा है, उसी को ही वर्क में कन्वर्ट करा लिया.
Then they converted to work.
So this is one of the reason. And वैसे generally pay scale wise ऐसा कुछ
नहीं, of course, then you get paid accordingly and everything. I mean, it's for the bigger boost, if I have to say.
It's for the bigger boost. Yes. So generally people they prefer to go for an MBA, right? And one more thing is that how is wait, Manu is asking, sir, not good in quant, can do good. So what is the majorly you can say minimum कितना time expect करे कि quant में अच्छे हो जाए? एक minimum एक decent time अगर हम दे, let us say, then what is
what is the exam that
he is preparing?
Actually depends on exam to extent.
He is preparing.
I'll assume it's for CSAT only.
हाँ, CSAT. आपको क्या लगा पेपर देख के?
See, very frankly, I would say that CSAT is amongst the easiest quants exams that is there. Okay, I'll tell you the reason. The reason is you don't have to do everything and you don't have to do everything right. You have limited questions and you have ample amount of time for that.
66 just to get 66 marks. Manu, so
what is 66?
66 marks. So don't worry, Manu. I think you are also in his course, right? I think you have enrolled for his course. So don't worry, उसमें तो आप आराम से ये question करोगे, right? And definitely you will be very good in quant. That is, I can ensure you, right? So उसकी आप tension मत लो, right? But the point is that you should practice a lot. And हो जाता है, ऐसा इतना हुआ नहीं है, right? इसको बहुत ज़्यादा हुआ create कर दिया गया है. It is not that you can say tough
that
exam
big.
as compared to the rest of the aptitude exams in the country?
See, I'll tell you. For example, if we take up SSC,
SSC
right?
is easy,
There
right?
are 25 questions that come in. ठीक है? नहीं, yeah, 25
Yeah,
questions.
25 in everyone.
And for one question, you get 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Seconds.
And you have to do everything right.
Cut off इतनी high है.
Only then you will move forward. That is just one of the exams जिसमें इतना fight है.
इतना fight है. तभी तो 42 lakh people apply for that.
Same goes for bank, same goes for everything else.
बैंक वगैरह में ज़्यादा fight है. CSAT में तो कुछ भी fight नहीं है. CSAT is just a qualifying exam.
You just have to qualify. So there's ample amount of time, and there are limited questions. See, if you have to get 66 marks, आप 2.5 से उसको divide करो. You get somewhere close to maximum 30. If you do 30 questions right, you're through.
30 questions.
You just have to do 30 questions.
और उसमें भी
Everything
comprehension
included.
भी तो easy होंगे.
आप इंग्लिश छोड़ दो, पूरा छोड़ दो, छोड़ना है तो.
हाँ, many students do. Many students don't do English. पूरी छोड़ देते कि यार हम तो सिर्फ एप्टीट्यूड ही बनाएंगे.
Okay. No problem.
Right. तो ये तो है ही यार. I think just do जितना आता है ना उतना ही अगर
Just do the part where you are confident
of.
For some people it could be English and reasoning. For some people it could be aptitude and English. I mean there could be a mix and match. There is no sectional cutoff.
There is no sectional cutoff, right? और CAT में तो sectional cutoff से लेके और भी मतलब
There's
कितना ही
everything.
आती है. Right, that is everything under
सब
the
कुछ.
sun. Right, ये तो है ही, right? And someone is asking, sir, if we want to prepare for CAT with UPSC, right? तो सर कैसे बैलेंस आउट करें? लेट अस से कि सर मुझे एक बैकअप प्लान भी लेके चलना है कि कल को मेरा यूपीएससी नहीं होता, सो आई ऑल्सो नीड टू प्रिपेयर फॉर कैट. ठीक है, तो सर उसके लिए
See-
मतलब कैसे करें? मैं बेसिकली आई विल से कि सर जॉब के साथ कैसे प्रिपेयर करें, क्योंकि जॉब इज द यूपीएससी, राइट? एंड कैट
Right.
हो गया फ्री टाइम वाला, तो आप वो कैसे
देखो,
करें सर?
what you can say is that, see, agar for example one way to put it is, suppose you need 100 hours to prepare for CAT. Suppose, right? One way is you give 10 hours and you'll do it in 10 days.
10 days.
Another way is give 1 hour and take 100 days.
100 days, राइट? तो एक मिनिमम कितना टाइम कैट के लिए लगता है, मतलब अगर एक
Yes,
एवरेज
very
बंदा.
frankly, it depends people to people. Okay, some people, they find themselves better at English, so they don't really go for a lot of English preparation. They do maths and reasoning, etc. Some people find themselves better at maths, so they prepare for other subjects.
Yes.
So usually, see, for frankly, the main thing to crack any competitive exam is to give a lot of mocks. तो एक बार अगर you are through with the basic concepts, फिर तो बस मॉक्स तो प्रैक्टिस करो, मॉक्स एंड प्रैक्टिस.
राइट. सो ये है मॉक्स के थ्रू आप बेसिकली जज कर सकते हो कि कितना आपको मतलब इसमें
मतलब फॉर एनी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम आई वुड डेफिनेटली से दैट फॉर द लास्ट 1 month or 15 days ओनली मॉक्स, नथिंग एल्स.
राइट. तो मतलब एक बेसिक से तैयारी स्टार्ट की जाए तो कैट का सिलेबस कितना होगा? 5 months 6
Yes,
months,
see,
जैसे
वो
यूपीएससी का
आपको
बोला जाता है कि
maths-
एटलीस्ट 1 year प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए.
See, not really. I would say one year is pretty, bigger amount of time.
हाँ.
So what we can do is 5-6 months में, if you are a little like sincere, you can pull it off.
6 months एटलीस्ट अगर आप दो कैट को, तो डेफिनेटली दिस इज पॉसिबल, राइट? एंड बैकअप ऑप्शन तो देखिए डेफिनेटली कैट का बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स लेते हैं, राइट? वन ऑफ माई स्टूडेंट्स ही वाज लास्ट ईयर नॉट गिविंग दिस यूपीएससी एंड देयरफॉर उसने कैट निकाल लिया. आई थिंक ही इज गेटिंग एमडीआई वगैरह उसको मिला है, राइट? सो कैट इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी गुड ऑप्शन, राइट? एंड इफ यू वांट टू switch fields and if you want a stable career, definitely CAT के थ्रू अच्छी positions पे जाते हैं, right? So ये तो काफ़ी एक अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस हो गया कि CAT की भी तैयारी की जा सकती है, right? And same way we can prepare for GMAT also, I think.
Yes, we can. But उसका पैटर्न थोड़ा सा अलग होता है, little different pattern, but yes, we can prepare for GMAT also. See, a lot of people also do not go for GMAT is because you have to give a higher cost. I mean, your MBA would be more than twice or thrice of what it will happen in India.
Right.
So that is also a factor.
That is also a factor, right? तो ये तो है, तो इसीलिए the Indian B schools are very good to prepare for, right? So don't worry, we'll have a special session with him for exactly जहाँ पे ये CAT की एक strategy, someone is saying sir कि ये CAT की इन सर से बोलिएगा कि book list वगैरह सारी share कर दें, ठीक है? So don't worry, he'll make a 10-15 minute video जहाँ पे जो scratch से करना चाहे, and plus in the course also you can ask, right? So in the course also you can ask him, right? Definitely,
no problem.
And we can always connect.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the best part of aptitude is the syllabus is same for
सेम फॉर
every
एवरी
exam.
एग्जाम
Every exam.
तो बस एक बार कर लिया, बस क्वेश्चन का लेवल आई फील हायर करना होगा,
लेवल थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे होगा,
ऊपर
that's
नीचे
it.
होता है, एप्टीट्यूड के क्वेश्चंस तो वही रहते हैं, राइट,
वही
मतलब
रहता है.
कॉन्सेप्ट तो वही
मतलब
होता है ना,
if
रेशियो
speed
प्रोपोर्शन
is
का,
equals to distance upon time,
टाइम वो
nobody
हर
can
जगह
change
है,
it.
चेक इट, राइट राइट, तो ये तो है ही. So that was a very very, you can say, comprehensive answer, right? And I hope you guys must have got some insights on if you want to change your field, if you want to, you can say, go for aptitude, then he is the right person to connect with. So see you all in the course, right? Course में मिलते हैं on 27th it is starting, right? And for any doubts or queries you can always ask in the comment section, and then we will meet Ayushman sir in the course. So, okay, then thank you so much, Ayushman, for giving
Thank
us
you,
your
Anjali. Thank
valuable
you so much.
time. And see you all in the course. Chaliye, then see you all in the next.